Welcome to Deco Guide, the only app designed to help you navigate your college and career journey in the quickest and most affordable way. This podcast is brought to you by Equity, dedicated to opening doors to higher education and career opportunities for all.
What's up, everyone? This is Professor G, and today we're going to cover college basics, but really on the motivational side and why you should go. I get thousands of students that I've seen over the years, and often many people just don't have a clue on what to study, how long they should be in school, etc., etc. And what I've noticed over the years is, I get a lot of 20-year-olds, I get a lot of 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds that, after high school, because of whatever reasons, they either chose to not go to college, and about half of the population after they graduate from high school doesn't go on to higher education. The other half of the population that decides to go, 70% or so aren't gonna finish. And that's just the reality. That's what the data is showing us, that when you enter, say, a community college, about 70% of the population won't finish. Even those that enter the four-year university, kind of our most prepared students, about half of them have a difficult time of getting through it, and at least 40% of them don't finish. And so, college is not about getting in or going to a specific school. It's really about finishing the degree or finishing the certificate. And so often, when I'm working with people, I notice something about them is that they have had their spirits crushed. Whether it's a learning experience, whether it's a school experience, their souls are crushed and they don't think that they can learn. And I often hear people comment like, college isn't for me. Right away, that tells me that there has been some trauma in the learning of this individual. And whether it's a family member that's, talking smack, or a teacher or a counselor, or, the justice system, or any number of different things that may happen throughout your life that will trigger you not wanting to take on more learning. I often, when talking with students, I ask them, I said, look, where do you picture yourself in 10 years? How much income do you want to be making in 10 years? Where do you really imagine yourself living in 10 years, et cetera, et cetera. And then I go back to talking about skill set. Where are your skills? What skills do you need to actually live that life that you're thinking about in 10 years? And what I mean by that is, are your technology skills at the highest levels that they've ever been in your life? And if they're not, then we need to get you into learning the technology. And what I mean by that is for any career, there's specific computer programs, specific software, specific business skills that you're going to need in order to survive. I also, talk to students about, what are your communication skills like? What are your public speaking skills like? What are your writing skills like? What are your critical thinking skills like? Because a lot of us desire those really high paying, very important level jobs, but those jobs require skills. And if you don't have those skills, then those jobs won't be open to you. So I get people to really understand that whether you decide to go to college next semester or not, we have to begin building your skills, because building skills takes time. And that's what the college experience is about. So I often tell students, it doesn't matter what you want to major in. It doesn't matter if you don't know what you want to major in, because you need to get started. You need to get started in some of the classes that are going to start building your people skills, your communication skills, your critical thinking skills, your writing skills, your reading skills. All of those skills will come together when you get that degree. When you get that degree, you then apply those skills to land that professional level job that will pay you a much higher salary. And not only that, the work conditions are different, meaning as we grow older, our bodies and our minds don't work in the same way. And so you want to have those cush jobs, right? As you get older, you want to be able to, come and go as you want using the technology at your work, etc. I work sometimes from, the beach. Sometimes I work from, my home office. Sometimes I work from the office at the office, because my skill set sets allow me to do that. My position, my professional position allows me to do that. And I can't, it's not just me. Every one of my professional colleagues and friends, they get to do the same thing because their skill sets are higher. So what does college give you? It gives you the opportunity to start taking classes from professors with master's and doctorate degrees so that your skill sets begins to improve. And so when it comes down to you deciding to go to college or not, I often tell my students, think of college as a training ground to make you a professional. And the longer you're in that training, the higher professional you can become. And it all starts with making that decision of entering, say, a California community college, because it is open access, meaning you can go there no matter who you are, right? And it's the most affordable system of higher ed. So really navigating the community college, getting in, navigating, getting classes, navigating those classes, and navigating those professors in those classes, all of that is building your professional skill set so that one day you'll be ready to be, promoted at your current work, or be able to go get that next job at a different company because, now you have the capacity to do it, or even start your own company because now you have the capacity to think of all the things necessary and actually execute those things necessary for you to be a successful professional. So with that being said, hey, check out our other content, podcasts, videos, download our free Techo Guide app. As we're adding more and more college data to that, you'll be able to navigate almost any college certificate or degree in California. And also don't forget to follow us on all of our social media accounts at Techo Guide. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning into Techo Guide, the app focused on bringing you tools and content to help you make better decisions about school, life, and career. We hope this episode has inspired you to pursue and excel in your own educational and career journey. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and share.